Hi, it's Olivia, and today I have 5 book recommendations from books that I've read this year across 5 different genres, and hopefully under 5 minutes, though if I have time to spare, I have some thoughts to share. That rhymed. Anyway, the first book is The Fifth Season by N.K. Jemisin. This is an adult fantasy, though I also think of it in my head as like science fiction and dystopian. And this is one of the most original and unique stories I have ever read, right down to the writing style and narrative style. It is so great. I keep thinking about it and I can't wait to continue the series. Though I have to say the writing style is also something that is off-putting to people. It can be confusing for the story or it's new and it can be slow going, but I think it's worth it. If it sounds interesting to you or if you can get through that, I think it's worth it. Speaking of that genre, if you're into people who talk about science fiction and fantasy books, my throat is so dry, I'm sorry. I highly recommend Tori from her channel of the same name, Tori Morrow. She is so well read in this genre and I love hearing her recommendations, her wrap-ups and thoughts on all the books that she reads within this genre, and it's just, I adore her channel. The next book that I have to recommend is a romance book called Equivalent Exchange by Christina C. Jones. What I love about this book, aside from the fact that it's free on Kindle Unlimited, so you know, get it, aside from the fact that it has like really passionate, steamy, scenes, their characters are so likable and so great together and have great communication. It is wonderful. And if you like people who talk about romance books, I highly recommend Steph from her channel Steph's Romance Book Talk. She is who you go to for romance recommendations, romance wrap-ups, just all things romance. It's exactly what her channel name says. Please check her out. Next up, for children's books, I wanted to recommend Bad News for Outlaws, The Remarkable Life of Bass Reeves. It is what it says, remarkable. This guy is so interesting to read about. And I love the illustrations of this children's book. I really love learning about this guy, and I can't believe I didn't know about him sooner. And a recommendation I have for a YouTuber is Ashley over at the Bookish Realm, or Bookish Realm. And what I especially love, not only hearing her thoughts about all of the books that she reads, because she reads a lot, but she is a librarian. I love hearing her experiences as a librarian, and just she's wonderful. She's wonderful to watch. Next up, I have a nonfiction book, More Than Enough by Elaine Welteroth. And this is part self-help, part memoir, and it's about her story really rising to the top and just her life. She is notable for being the first Black, I believe, what's the name, like chief editor or something at Teen Vogue. It was huge, and it's a very inspiring story. And speaking of nonfiction, and especially self-help, if you like personal development books, I recommend Brandon. I just found his channel over at Reading Between the Lines, and he reads a lot of personal development books, which I like how he posts reviews for them. I'm really looking forward to more of his videos. And lastly, I wanted to mention Kindred by Octavia Butler. I think of this more as a historical fiction or even like literary fiction, though it's often listed as science fiction. Because there is an element of time travel, but I don't know how to explain it. I still think of it more as historical fiction, but I definitely recommend this book. I can't wait to read more by Octavia Butler. And speaking of literary fiction and historical fiction, I just found Henna over at the Bookish Babe, and I think she just started her channel, and it's great. Like I love her personality. Her personality shines bright, so bright, and I really look forward to seeing more videos from her as well. And I don't know how much time I have. It's probably going to go past 5 minutes. If you could like open up a tab on Google right now and search cute hairstyles. I have a point with this. Search cute hairstyles and tell me how long you have to scroll before you reach a Black person. I'll wait. Because my point here is that obviously, the default, if you do not specify Black or some other person of color, is the default with so many things in society is white. This translates even over to YouTube. Like if you type in book recommendations or booktuber even, you have to scroll quite a bit before you even come across the first Black creator. And I'm so tired of that. And I know there's a lot right now that is making people kind of like blindly subscribe to various Black creators or helping them reach milestones, but I also urge you to not don't be disingenuous. Like, if you're going to subscribe to someone, actually be a subscriber who watches their videos, because it's noticeable when you only subscribe for the sake of saying that you subscribe to a black creator. The subscribers go up, but the views don't match. There's so much to say, but like, whatever your interest is, when you're looking for people on YouTube who talk about that interest, please try to do better with going beyond what the algorithm is presenting to you. Go just beyond the first page. Continue scrolling, because we're here. So I think I'm going to end this here. Please stay safe and healthy, and please check out everybody I talked about if they interest you. And I will see you in another video. Bye.